They didn't have bank accounts that went to zero, like like Jim's bank account.
They only had zero for Jim's bank account when they borrowed from the Babylonians. They actually did. They did astronomical calculations in Greek numbers, and then when they realized they needed a zero to make the calculations easier, they would swap into base 60 and use Babylonian zero and the symbol for
They
zero.
did take from the Babylonians.
They took it from the Babylonians, but they
Base 60, so we owe our measurement of the clock time to them, which is essentially
correct.
base 60.
That's
60
correct.
seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour.
That's correct. And it was so repulsive to the Greeks that they refused to incorporate it into their own system.
And that's what he saw, but we can't tell. Oh, the other thing is, anybody knows about Greek maps, that there's a thing, that there are medieval Greek maps which look incredibly similar to this, and people, scholars, say, well, of course there is a superficial resemblance which some people might regard as being significant. In fact, what it is Greeks pinching stuff from Babylon, like they did with lots of other things too. You know why? Because the Babylonians never signed anything, no art, no literature. They were all, it was all anonymous. So those pesky Greeks that went on a cheap ticket to Babylon, they went around pinching everything, writing it down in stupid Greek, sticking it in their duffel bags, going home, and then claiming inventions with their names after everything as if it was their work. It's disgraceful, and it's not too late to fix things.
Mathematics in Babylon is characterized by the fact that they had perhaps the most remarkable arithmetical system of all time. Okay. So their arithmetical system was arguably the most sophisticated of all time. Even more sophisticated in some ways than our current system. Why? Because it was a base 60 or sexagesimal system. But it was also a floating point system. So we need to explain this. This is an absolutely remarkable and fabulous mystery about how this ancient people could have developed such a sophisticated mathematics, which was thousands of years ahead of their time, really.
Remember, this is a society that invents the plough, the potter's wheel, the sailing boat, the draw loom, copper metallurgy, abstract math, exact astronomical observation, and the calendar. All of them appear in Iraq for the first time in the world around 3000. And the scale of those achievements has few parallels in such a short period.